When I speak without thinking before what I want to say, my speaking is actually quite good and I don't stutter that much. But when I know what I want to say, my speaking is a lot worse. And the problem is, when holding presentations, you always exactly know what you will say. So holding presentations is for me pretty difficult. Oral exams are a bit easier since I'm not like that 100% prepared in terms of I know exactly what I will say. But yet I'm in university since 3 years. In school I had to hold many presentations and there was not a single one where I have the feeling or where I had the feeling that my stuttering had a bad influence on my grading. And this is why. Before I hold a presentation or before I give an oral exam, I will always let the professor know that I stutter. And let me just read out an email that I, for example, wrote to a professor a few weeks ago, because this semester I already had to give plenty of presentations. Hello Marco. In the Netherlands, where I currently live, you say the first name to your professor. So, hello Marco, I am student of your Business Performance Management course. I am going to present on Monday Group 3, Sarah. I would just like to let you know that I stutter since I am small. I did a speaking therapy last year and this year, so I do have a much better control over my voice. But I still can never say for sure how it works out. I just want you to know that when I'm not fluent, this is not because of my bad English, not because I'm nervous, and not because I didn't prepare well for the presentation, but simply that I'm not always able to immediately speak out the words I want to speak out. I would like to ask you to take this into consideration when rating our presentation and that it won't affect our score. Best regards, Daniel. And the answer was, Hi Daniel, thanks for letting me know. Don't worry, I have a bit of experience in this area. Whatever that means. And the presentation was okay. I did stutter quite a lot. After the presentation, we always get feedback from the professor. So what he said, like in front of the whole class, it was the first presentation I gave in this course, so people probably didn't know that I stutter yet. And what he said was, Daniel wrote to me an email beforehand. Daniel, Daniel, do you want to share with them what that email was about? So I had no other choice than saying, yeah, sure, because he already pretty much said it. So I said, yeah, I actually stutter and so on. And he said, yeah, that I did a very good job and so on. So it was no problem. And that's how it goes. There was also another presentation this semester where I in person told my professor beforehand, and then during the feedback round where also the other students gave feedback, they also said, your speaking was weird, it sounded so monotone and not fluent, and it sounded like you just learned it by heart and so on. So I said, well, I actually stutter. And then it was also a lot easier because my professor already knew beforehand that I stutter. So it didn't sound like an excuse or something like that, but it was already clear, and actually me and my partner got the best mark, the best score from all the groups. There was also another oral exam the semester beforehand where I wrote an email to my professor beforehand, and I did stutter quite a lot during the oral exam, and yet I got the best score from the whole course. So I can really see, so I really made a lot of good experiences with it. But the important thing is that you tell them beforehand, not 5 minutes beforehand, but several days beforehand. And the best is if you tell them in person. If it's not possible, then write an email similar to the email that I wrote, just to let them know you don't stutter because you're nervous, you don't stutter because you are not well prepared, and you don't stutter because you are not confident in your topic, but simply that it is a handicap. And I think that they actually really like it, that we are honest and that we are clear in it. And yeah, so far just it always worked out. So don't worry and just try it out.